What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Journeyman series in Football Manager 2022. Leave a thumbs up if you've been enjoying it. I think from the last episode now, even though it's been a few days, I've got a haircut now. It's been a weird thing to say when, it's been a few days. But anyway, basically we got a pretty poor intake, but the star rating of it is better than it was. I don't know why, but it was just like a very poor, or whatever the description was, like half a star. And I'm like, what was the reason? Because our head of youth development is pretty solid. I would like to think it probably is because of the money, where, I mean, I haven't had a youth intake this bad, or even that preview being that bad before. So I'm just trying to put things together, why that came about, when the youth recruitment is really good. If anything, junior coaching is a little bit low, but youth recruitment is essentially, about your intakes. And junior coaching is once, they're there. And that is not even horrendous compared to what it ended up being. So, I'm really intrigued. But regardless, we're going to have this episode where we go through the youth intake just a little bit. Even though there is probably not a lot of players, I wonder if we're going to be able to point out anyone. So we're just going to go into the youth candidates from here. And there's, going to be not many guys that's even one star. But I want to take a look. And if they're, not really surprising. And the thing is, I'll go through talking to you about this. As we go through the players, this guy doesn't look so bad. Good passing, pretty good first touch. But when there's too many, the dribbling way too low, pretty important as well. Simply not going to make it. He's had other attributes that'll hold him down. Honestly, there's every chance we don't end up signing anyone. I mean, off a below average intake, you're not shocked. Mike Bad. It's probably not how you pronounce it. It's with an E, but it's a bad intake. He's probably one of the better ones, but way too many mentals. He's brave, and that's probably why he made it. He's fit, natural fitness is good, and bravery is excellent. And that's probably why he makes it to this level, to be honest. To be in the intake, just. So, my thought is, at this point, it's not even just with Leverkusen, but with the save. A great 16-year-old coming through intake is not really... this guy's got amazing finishing, though. Decision-making low, determination 3. I mean, I'm not going to say it doesn't matter how good you are, because that's probably not right. But if your determination is very low, you're going to struggle to be top level. It's disappointing when he's that good finishing and he doesn't have the determination, but I'm not going to overanalyze it too much, because you would rarely see a player in real life with an attribute spread like this. You're not going to see someone who's or even the highest, that's probably something that could be fixed. Is a bad guy, who's necessarily bad outside of his finishing, is he going to be that good, in terms of his finishing? So, sometimes I think they can be very randomized. So, let's just go through them. Let me know if you would sign up any of these guys. Some of them I see close. Bartolovic here. His technicals are not a bad balance, and even mentals, but then, just a little bit too low for me. And they're really they're not being surprising. Who's this? Enland? Way too low in some aspects. Mentally, he's actually not terrible mentally, but physically, way too slow and not strong. You got to be one side physically at least. What I mean is, you got to be on the quicker side, or you got to be on the stronger side. And he's nowhere. He's not even balanced. He's not even okay in one of them. So he's just nowhere to be seen. Fortunately, Robin Brockhoff, is he almost there? As being good enough to sign up. I feel get another keeper in the youth team, because he's balanced enough. And punching's not highlighted. Maybe not seen as the best thing as a keeper. But, I mean, It's a goalkeeping attribute. That's 15. We'll sign him up just to say it's not a completely wasted intake. But yeah, I'm actually really intrigued why it's basically the worst intake I've ever had in FM. Like, that's not a lie just to say as a title, but it's the worst intake I've ever had. Like, there's no there's no other way to put it. And it's straight, oh, wow. Yeah, I have to sign this guy up. He's got too many attributes, like 16 or higher. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 of them being mentals, and then 5 as a natural fitness. That is quite good. Technically, yeah, leaves a bit to be desired, but not the worst we've seen. At 16, yeah, not terrible. I mean, considering what we've got to work with in this intake, yeah. We'll finalise that deal. Where was he? Yeah, there. And the final in the good... Apparently, these are good talents. Good. That's not my selection of words, I'd say. 20 determination. All right, we're going to sign him up. And maybe this one of these guys turn out to be at least worth selling and not letting their contracts expire. I'm not expecting anyone to be a good Bundesliga player, let alone a player that'll be contending in our team. So, yeah, they're described under good. Anyway, so let's take a look now at the decent talents. These guys are going to be absolute trap. I can just tell. There's, like, I think, one guy with a star and the rest, yeah, they're half a star of their current ability. So, yeah, way too many lower attributes. Let's go through. We've got a Dutch. Yeah. Not good. This is where we're going to kind of cringe at the player qualities. See, they've got some okay attributes, but the poor ones, they're the worst of the worst. Bogner. That just sounds like a name, like saying you're a poor player. You're a bit of a Bogner, to be honest. I buy that. I'm just trying to get some humor out of it at this point. 15 passing, 17 teamwork, but physically, again, too weak and too slow. You're going to be left behind. Kim, you're gonna be left behind if that's the case. That's the truth of the matter. DM Mazzini. Why is he this slow? He seems okay. I'm not saying this guy is going to be the best DM he's the up and coming talent, but he's balanced. Again, physically on the lower side. But technical and mentals I actually like because he's balanced. Vision, maybe doesn't matter. Play him as a defensive midfielder that you're not trying to be a playmaker exactly. Just win the ball back, play those simple passes. Yeah, for half a star current ability, I think he doesn't look too bad. So, yeah. I don't know if you're going to rate it on the same below average intake. And as I said, our preview, what I saw from it, it was poor. It was like half a star. It was terrible. So this is better than I expected without it being amazing. To say, like, describing this intake as better is a weird feeling. But Rocco. Okay. Mazzini, just the one we signed up. And again, I didn't think he looked that bad at all. Rocco Brewer. Decent name. Average player. He's almost worthy of being signed up. Can we look a little bit deeper into him? Like, he's almost, he's almost there, but yeah, I just can tell. Is there really going to be a point of signing him up? Not really. At the end of the day, if you don't see them worth enough, let's just move on. They're mostly self-explanatory. Mayer, same thing. Like, they got a couple, maybe 3 or 4, or a couple, 2, if that's what a couple means. But you know what I mean. It depends from each player to each player. There might be 2, 3, 4, 5 maximum solid attributes, but then the rest, bring their quality. Too far down, Michael Mayer, yeah. 1 jumping reach, he's never going to win a headed ball as a left back. That's never going to be a good thing. Mayer. Julian Zimmerman, let's take a look. Yeah, way too many attributes that are not, 10? Or, well, not above 10. Yeah, not 11 or higher. You're not going to make it like that, mate. I'm just roasting these guys. Nabil from Morocco. Like, you get someone from Morocco across, or anyone that's just outside of the country. I mean, he's got 15 tackling, 15 jumping. Oh, my God. He's got some nice attributes there. Mate, sign him up. Maybe he becomes something because he's got what 1, 2, 3, 4, and then even natural fitness. Like, but that's what I've said. They've got that, and everything else bring them down. But there's some really nice attributes for his position, and just hope he becomes something worthy of just signing up. As I said, maybe get a few 100,000 in terms of selling them. I'm not signing up these guys imagining they'll be a first team player for us. Like I said earlier, even if we got a wonder kid 16-year-old, probably going to be 4 years minimum until their first team quality. So maybe it doesn't matter too much. And again, what was the point coming across from Costa Rica? Oh, he's German as well, but still, the point stands. He's nowhere near as good. Nowhere near as good. That was Andre Ramirez, man. I hate that. It sounds like this unique name. And you wish they were good and worthy coming across to Germany. This guy, he doesn't look too bad for a bottom of the barrel. Benjamin Bolt. Oh, that's a good name. And finishing a bit poor, but maybe he could be a creative winger type, even though, again, a lot of lower mentals. Determination is the only thing that brings him down, but work rate is a bit higher. I've seen players with low determination, but their work rate decent. They can develop. Determination. I swear, determination is an attribute that people can get really, really defensive about. Like, if you have your opinions on it, people are going to say you're either wrong or see what you're wrong about it. Where if you say it's good for development, which there's a portion of it, which is, in my opinion, because, they're going to be more determined to succeed as a player. But I don't want to go too deep into the conversation for that reason. Sandro, this guy does not look bad. Like, what I'll say here, his determination is 11, work rate 10. That's acceptable, and I think he's going to train hard enough to be a good player. And you see so much evidence with it in the training. When you see your players that are training well, they don't often have low determination. They generally are pretty good work rate and determination-wise. So anyway, Romania, Germany, multicultural, or he's just got dual nationality, probably the correct term. But he doesn't seem too bad. See, I see him... I said we had one gold star, out of this, these last players we're taking a look at. What's it called again? Decent talents? Decent, yeah. And he was the last one we clicked on, so he was not too bad considering that hope. The last one you go to, bottom of the barrel, you don't have too many high expectations for. So right now, we're just going to review a bit of results. I think it was Hoffenheim we played last on camera, and we lost one in this time, Gladbach, but they were so good. Let's give a bit of context of this game. I think we did our best, considering we got a sending off, and Gladbach, they won 20 games in a row, and just to prove that, because I have to, let's type in Gladbach. There we go, we almost got there. Where are they? Unbeaten run. Yeah, when they beat us, that was 20 games. So were we ever going to... And of course, when I say, of course, this has to happen, like a penalty or red card against a good team or a team on this kind of good run. It happens. This is the game we get a sending off in. It just happens for me that way. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. But those other results, we beat Schalke. I was going to say close games. Those two. And then Nuremberg, maybe expected we, put on a bit of a show against them. I've really liked Darko, who is going to join permanently. Of course, only on loan for now. But he's starting to look good. That's what I mean. Forget the youth intake. As I said, this is it. 21, 22, 23-year-olds who are solid current ability and they've got upside. So we're not relying intake players. That's not what I want. I want to be getting to the point of this series. I want to see Leverkusen to a point where, maybe we could actually go all the way with them. I kind of want to get to that point. I kind of want to get to the completion, and Champions League is always going to be that. So, do you guys think we can do it with Leverkusen? Money needs to turn around. So hopefully, and the general manager, type in general manager there. He's looking to step aside, and hopefully that happens. We got that same message twice, just from a different source. So sure, why not? But yeah, but it just says it's rumored. Yeah, Putz is looking to relinquish control of the club, allowing another member of the board to take his place. So I don't think it's going to really be like, oh, we're going to get rich now. Someone rich is going to take over. It doesn't sound like that anyway. But yeah, tomorrow's game against Stuttgart, they're in fourth. So they're going to be a decent challenge for us. Some of our wins have been against easier sides. Some have been, challenges as well. Didn't I say we'll take it game by game? But we're in position to sneak Europe. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish above Dortmund, maybe just to fight for that 7th, but we've been pushing up all season. How many games left? There's not too many, is there? You don't know. And we've got a game against Dortmund, the semi-final of the DFB Pokal. So if we go into that, you go to the final, and then you go into rules, which basically you want to see what you win for that. You got to click on final. Winner qualifies for the Europa League group stage. We could get it through that way as well. So that would be pretty neat. And of course, Dortmund is one of the better teams in the league. So of course, it's easy to say. But our league is not the hardest. Well, we've got Bayern Munich out of the way, basically. That's what I mean. And that Dortmund game, yeah, it's in the cup. Yeah, I really think we can get a really good run, or not run going, continue. I know we're not on an unbeaten streak, or for that long anyway, because we lost against Gladbach, but we've been on good form. So, everything has not been faultless since I've taken over, but it's been very, very good. Like, we're not going to win every single game. That would probably look a bit weird too. But we've been much better, and I think we've done pretty good. We've got weaknesses like Almada. We don't really have much to rotate with left wing now. Like, we got Agathon. Like, he's average. Like, we don't really utilize him. So that's what I mean. We're going to hopefully make signings. And yeah, Bayram is that other. It's just we've got these. I want to really sweep these guys. I want to get them out of the club. Those 2-star guys that don't have the highest potential anyway. So hopefully do that next season. And yeah, for me, there surely is the ability in the club the money to go back to there. To lose 200 million, that sounds extreme. Again, I haven't really got much of, for you guys that are watching this series, of course, if more people were to see it, or if more people were notified by YouTube, yeah, maybe I would get more of an answer if, this is on more people's eyes. But yeah, as I said, we just want to get into Stuttgart, have a good performance, and try to win. And as I said, I don't want to take the longest time to have the success. Yeah, because, I feel like in terms of how the series is going, I feel like we're towards the end and you kind of want to see that. But at the same time, for it to be a success, you have to win the highest of the high, Champions League. As I've learnt in my times, if you don't win that, you finished it too early. No longer how many seasons you've played. So, yeah, it's that kind of fight right now we're going through just to keep trucking on. It's been a bit of a long year, in terms of personally as well. So we're just trying to fight through a tough time in multiple aspects. So let's just take it game by game though. And yeah, hopefully we just get that money in from the board, because that was look when that money was had. Last season or even earlier in the season. Where did the dip come from? That's what I want to know. So, yeah, hopefully that will be sorted out from everything outside of my control, because I haven't really done much. That hasn't been me. So, yeah, hopefully we see something. Oh, there we go. Darko's injured. Thanks. Not to be so easy. We do get these little niggles. Oh, Angelo. Yeah, he's probably heading out now as well because he got unhappy. We didn't play. Players that get like that, you got to harden up. Get lost, man. Look how much I played you. Look at that run. And I know sometimes off the bench, but that many, that's a decent amount. If you're not happy with that, nah, mate. What are you doing? And that's why. Then he got injured, which I would have used him for the next 4, I reckon, and that he would have been fine. Toughen up, mate. Sharpen up in your brain, that mental side, or you won't make it. Like, that's it. Especially when I played you enough. I'm pretty happy. I'm not going to play you every single match. Unrealistic. So yeah, that kind of stuff does annoy me, basically. I'm just like, it always happens almost every season. There's going to be 1 or 2 players that gets like that. Because when you've got a good squad, what do I mean good? Not even by quality, just by you need depth in your squad to have. You're not going to have 12 players for the season. Like, you need rotations, and you're going to have players in the squad that's not playing every single game. Like, you need to have that. But then those players want to leave. Okay, this is what we needed. Oh, I'm so glad it wasn't. I thought, honestly, when I saw the general manager was stepping down, I was like, oh, maybe this will be the time. We might get a takeover. And then, like it said under that, it's like, oh, someone else is going to take over. Not a board takeover, but someone else already at the club. But please, who is it? Phil Detman, whoever you are, could be prepared to pay 149 million. So that is not the biggest amount ever. I don't think we're going to be rich. But I mean, they understand what's going on in the club, and that might make sense. Maybe the current board, they're dipping in. I'm trying to figure it out, but at least it's lining up. It's lining up. They're dropping in whatever reason. They're taking the money for themselves. They don't want to look. I don't know. I'm trying to make up these reasons, or not make up like fake, but I mean, I'm trying to make sense of it. That's it. Trying to make sense of it. So, a board takeover could be exciting. That could be something to excite things up for you guys. Yeah, and for me too. I think we need that. Come on, man. Like, yeah, for me too, because I'm like, we feel like we're just being attacked, or at least our bank balance is. And really, it is fishy to me, like how bad that intake was for a team with youth intake is right up there with a pretty good. You're like head of youth development. I'm still trying to make sense of it. But yeah, sometimes I think when bad things happen, like, yeah, they're like forced upon you. Like, with all that money, I don't think there's a connection with that bad money and getting a poor intake, especially when you've got a good youth setup and good head of youth development. So yeah, there's that. Darko. You don't want him to get injured, but we don't. This is how bad we're going. Angelo doesn't want to be here. But I'm almost using you so someone more important doesn't get injured. So there we go, Angelo, you get your importance. But maybe he wants to play well to show other teams he's actually worth something. Not like he's done with us. To be fair, he hasn't had a bad season. But you can see, wow, we haven't actually used him. So when you see it like that, you're like, mate, yeah, you haven't used him enough for the season. But that little batch, that's when I was using him. But anyway. And don't forget, I wasn't here for the whole term of the season, so there's so many things we can talk about. But yeah, Darko has to make the bench for one of these guys. So Bayram, probably not. And then, yeah, Sazi Flores, still a fantastic player. He did get that sending off, and look, he's banned. So yeah, he's not going to be used in that. So there you go. He can play here, though. But yeah, I think that's different entirely, because that wasn't in a cup game that he got sent off. So, yeah, we are just going to probably go in like this. You can already see we need a bit more depth in our attack, most definitely. And even in our mid, I think all around, like players we rotate from defense, midfield, and then forwards. Yeah, we just need a few more players. So hopefully board takeover, like, that sometimes you get a board takeover rumor and it doesn't go through. For me, this is one of those times where it's like written that it has to. Like I don't think I can see it not going through, or I'm going to have some complaints. Like it just would be really, really strange. Like, yeah, it seems it's one of those times it's really lining up to, well, I mean, it's not just like a random board takeover rumor, because it looks like the current, general manager is looking to leave. And there's a good reasoning behind that with the money. See, I don't know if that's the case, if he's been wanting to leave and that's been impacting the money, or now he's wanting to. I'm so, if we get a takeover, and we don't have that same loss, whose fault is it? Yeah, like, this is like such a drama. Like, like to figure out the reason. But today we just got to, scrap in for this game here. Strap in and get the win. Yeah, try and get the victory because, we could be playing Europe next season as well. And that could be another exciting thing for us. Like, it won't be Champions League, but I don't think we're setting up to win Champions League next season regardless. Almada, come on, find this lad. Kicks it into the wall. Okay. Dorrington, the centre half. Oh, come on. Come on. This is what I mean. For the squad we have, say our best 11. I like our best 11, and of course it can still be improved on. But then when it's outside of our best 11, like we're playing. Look at this from our centre half. Look at that. Look at that pass. And we've got a really good game going. We've got a good brand. We've got a good brand of football we're playing. And just to the point where we increase the quality of our players. It's gonna mean some good things. Oh, random slide. This is why I get angry. What's that for? Like the A in your name. Josh A. Josh A. It's Josh there. Or Josh Ua. Where's the U? Either way, what's a Josha? I don't know. And I'm sorry to be ragging on your name. I'm annoyed at that random. I'm not get stuck in. Do you have to click stick? I just want to get all these words out. Because I'm like, I'm speaking gibberish because I don't understand. What is the logic behind that? I do not know. Okay, Angelo is going to be... He's going to be the one to suffer. Do we even have another left back on the bench? And right back. Arieta, prefer to bring him on instead of Camera probably. So then we put him there and I'm just... Oh, yeah, good we got an early goal, right? Oh, and thanks to Hoover. Like, he's... Actually, both he and Wagnerman... 4 yellow cards from 24 appearances in the league. Like, that's like... He hasn't got that 12 aggression. What's his cons? No, that's just training weak as he hasn't got like that competitive streak in him. So where the hell is that coming from? And he's happy. He's not like... It's delighted, he says, after the feedback. So, like, everything is okay with him. So I'm not mad at him exactly. So I was, talking about his name a bit. I was just trying to make sense of something, but I really couldn't. And I'm just like, I'll show you Arieta, who we're bringing on anyway, because we haven't used him too much. Physically, he's quite good. Mentally, not bad. Technically, he's a bit trash. We're not going to beat around the bush. But, yeah. Okay, go. Yeah, like... We better go on to win this, because we put ourselves in a good position. And we were controlling the game, and, like... That seems so out of the blue, didn't it? Didn't it? It's like, I don't think I'm just randomly complaining about Football Manager. I know, Almada, that was brilliant. The attacker knows how to tackle better. He's just playing a good game. Luke Bacchio, don't mind my celebration, but that's how I'm feeling. Oh, how about that, Almada? Can't do anything wrong. Oh, I tell you what. That was a beautiful goal. This is the day. This is how we met Almada. He is... We deserve to win for him. 2-0. A man down. Man down. And, like, still managed. And, like, a second or a minute after that happened. Absolute brilliance. Brilliance. Who cares? Yep, another sending off. Kind of like last time where it didn't make sense. We got a sending off. Okay, Arieta. This makes Since he got a yellow card. It's just the intent of it as well. He went in and slid in a position, like, if you're about to concede a goal, maybe that, if ever, but, like, when it's not even in a dangerous position, like, it's just so strange. And when it's not to a player that's known to give away a lot of fouls, like, it's just, like, it's so strange. And when you're not directly playing that aggressive game tactically, you've got to question it, right? I think it's fair enough to question it. Anyway, okay, here's Max. Where's he going to go with this? Oh, please don't score. Because I thought maybe we can go a bit... I better now because I said it. Oh, well, a mix. Anyway. Because here... Let's take a look. Let's just play more of a counter, like a cautious game. A cautious game. Maybe not the highest tempo because we'll be a bit tired. But we'll be more direct and, go down the wings. We'll be more disciplined as well. Hit early crosses. Don't need to explain it all. No one's in the box anyway. What are we going to do? Kudus. I'm just trying to see anyone that is Sazi just to get fresher legs. Sazi's a great player, but it's more that condition. Darko? Probably not. It would be a kind of a needless sub, I think. Ozcan for Flores, who's a youngster, mind you. So that's maybe a bit bold, but he got a bit of potential. I'm pretty sure he had 5-star at one point, like our best, like hottest talent. So that's 1.5 and 2.5. Does that change? That's 1.5, 2.5. Doesn't matter. But I see Ozcan as like a creative type. You see through his attributes, a playmaking type. Anyway, so we're gonna be rolling with that. Maybe Kudus. We're gonna go. Like, can we go? Roaming. I know got advanced playmaker and a roaming, but I was wanting to use box to box. Honestly, that's if I didn't seem too convinced. If we click there and go box to box, I think he's pretty suitable for it. That's why I was a bit thrown off by being a lower rated for him. So just want to make sense of that. Score from this. Make me look good. Make me look good. Come on, lads. Man down. We clicked make a change. Highlight pops up right away. Come on, go find a goal. Find a goal. Find a goal for the tactical king. Come on. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Like, come on. Come on. And not just this part we're doing right now, but like with how we've taken over. We were pretty much last year when we took over. And now we're heading into Europe. I feel like more people should be seeing this, but you know. Hey, send this to some of your FM friends. I can only do so much. All right. But I think, content-wise, what we've done in this series, like, we've ticked boxes of, like, at each team. Like, I feel like I've done what I could do with this series, you know? Done our job at each job as manager. I think, I don't think there's many bad things we have done here. All right. Let's just see what they're going to do from this. Defense holding up. Our players get the job done as well. They did magnificent. No, we concede a goal, or is that gonna be brought back? Or no, it's not. It just looked like. Anyway. No clean sheet bonus. That was probably gonna come, register the fact we've got a defender with a red card. The calculations probably we're going to concede a goal. But I don't care about the calculations. The calculations in the end is us taking 3 points. And we had to make some managerial changes to make that happen. I tell you what, because that was not the way it was meant to play out. Because FM generated us getting a red card for whatever reason from someone that really has not looked like that. Wagnerman's been a very good player for us. It was very out of character. That's what I'm just trying to get out of that, man. Like, it was out of character for him. That's why I was frustrated. Don't really see him lunging in with those tackles. We take the 3 points when we're truly being challenged to do so. So yeah, take a look. Despite red card, see, we weren't like, it's like they're seeing us, we still managed to win. We'll fine him for a week. Drag wherever we can with hopefully him. Wagnerman, what's this? He just got sent off. He just got 110k, even though it was just avoid relegation. Isn't this... I don't even want to analyze how that could have linked up, but like, that was very suspicious. Like, or is it just so coincidental? I don't know. But anyway, guys, we have that intake, which is pretty trash. As I said, the preview of it was even worse. It was a little bit better than I was expecting. Not that it was good by any means, but I was expecting just every single player to be trashed. There was a few guys that had something to work with, but their total ability probably not going to be enough. Some guys, I like to look into the best of youth players anyway. So I think it was, despite all that, pretty entertaining episode. And as I said, with this terrible balance, a takeover is looking very likely, and they should just come in and put that money and what it was said, it was over 100 million. I hope I want to be out of the red and then some, you know what I mean? So we can have a bit of budget to use, and we got 50. We need a bit more than that, I reckon. Like, I want that takeover to come in. Honestly, I want us to have a balance around 150 million. Maybe close to 200, and then maybe a transfer budget of at least 40, 50 million. I think that's being fair. I think that's being fair. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here for now, guys. Thumbs up, comments, really help the series out at this point. For those of you guys that can be seeing this, and you're getting notified of all the videos. And really do help out. I don't talk about it too much, but like these days, I don't really make much money off YouTube, so... trying to find some other things just to get by at this point in time. As I said, don't talk about my situation too much, but I appreciate all of you guys that support the channel in any way. And my kind of thing is I have to see where we're going to be going forward. My thing this year was, put everything into a doing good series, which I think I have done in the Journeyman. I think it's been very good. And I think in terms of achieving what I can, but we have to see if going forward I'll still be able to continue with YouTube and all of that. Because making like $100 to $200 is not enough, unfortunately. And might go back to the real world, and I'll just see how we go. But as I said, I don't really talk about that stuff too much, as I want it to be about the content. And I put everything into this series, I think, like, to succeed as much as we can. But hopefully you guys can see it. And I'm not sure what else I can do that's in my control to keep going. But let's see. 10 years strong. I'd love to keep going, but hey, we'll see how we do. And I appreciate your guys' support. I'll see you guys next time.